what's going on, guys? Mandalorian here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. Um, it's Mando Monday. Say it with me, kids. Mando Monday. Yes, I love Mondays. Mando Mondays, especially because I get to have fun and I'm in suit in the streams and I get to hang out with you guys and start the week off strong. It's gonna be great. Darth Vader says no, no. You gotta say it like that, man. With a lot of O's in your comment. I just think of Revenge of the Sith. So anyway, walking on a Mando cosplay. Oh, working on a Mando cosplay. Yeah, I can totally read. You're working on a Mandalorian cosplay. I like that. That's awesome. This is the way. I got a live stream on TikTok and we're live on YouTube. I encourage all of my TikTok people, make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel. I definitely have a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about and I'm going to be sharing on the screen. So please be sure to come and subscribe. That would make me very happy. Master Skywalker 123. Hey Mando, we rolling with Mando Monday. Get it? Yes, it is Mando Monday. No, yes, there we go, Vader. I like the emphasis on the O's because it's just Revenge of the Sith vibes. Shark Boy says hi. What's up, Shark Boy? Good to see you. This is the way. So guys, I have a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot that we're gonna talk about. There's so much. But let me just calm down. We'll start with a few captions for now. So number one, as you guys know, I am partnered with Saber Neo. If you're looking to get a lightsaber in your hands, check out some of the videos that I have posted here on my YouTube channel. That way you guys can see what those are all about. Use my coupon code Mandalorian. What that does, it doesn't take anything off your price, but it lets them know that I was the one that sent you. So it connects you to me. I get a little commission whenever you make a purchase, and their lightsabers are actually very, doable. They're not crazy expensive, but they're good quality. So definitely go and check them out. Save Neo. Use my coupon code. Other than that, other things to talk about. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel. So I'm talking to you, TikTok. Yeah, all of you in the chat right now. I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm talking to you. I could bring you in more, or I could bring you to my YouTube channel. So the choice is yours. Make sure you guys come over. Seriously, our goal is to reach 10K this year. You guys always see it in my, descriptions on YouTube. On the road to 10K, on the road to 10K. And that's literally, kind of the bigger goal for this year is to get to 10K. But I definitely need your help, TikTok, please. I definitely need your help. So if you're already following me here on TikTok, but you are not yet doing that on YouTube, please come and do it now. I am live right over there. You come jump in the chat and say, hey, it's me from TikTok. I just subscribed because you told me to, and I like your content. And I'll be like, dude, I love you. This is the way. So go do it. That'd be amazing. We're on the road to 10K, guys. We're getting closer to 7K on YouTube, but the goal for this year is 10K, and I need your help, TikTok. Help me to get there. So that would be amazing. And you said I will definitely. Yes, thank you. Already subbed. I see some returning folks. So thank you. I appreciate that. So I think as far as captions go, that's pretty much it as far as that. Yeah, just be sure you guys subscribe. That would be great. All my TikTok people, I want to see more of you over here in the chat. Who we got in here? German Empire. I have 7-foot rats in my room. That is disturbing. Fortnite Battle Pass. Nice. Hey, it's me from Tinder. What? I've never been on. Actually, I did do a Tinder commercial. I was in a Tinder commercial. If you guys know what I look like under the helmet, then you probably have seen the commercial. It's been on social media. So I did do a commercial with them, but I'm married, man. I've been married for like almost 10 years. So no need for me to use Tinder. But I did get paid by them to be in one of their commercials, which was really fun. No, but it'd be hilarious if I was in my Mandalorian helmet, like in the commercial. Could you imagine that? That'd be so great. That'd be so great. So anyway. So all right, guys. Other things to talk about is merch. Let's go ahead and let me share my screen for that. because I want you guys to go buy some stuff. I'd love to make some sales today. That'd be really cool. So I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. TikTok people, if you could come over and check that out really quick, that would be amazing. So come join the YouTube stream if you want to see what I'm talking. But if you just want to hear what I'm talking, you're good to stay where you are. I just posted the link to my Etsy shop here in the chat on YouTube. But anyway, guys, go purchase the merch. Click on the link that I have here in the chat. Otherwise, if you're watching on TikTok, the place where you can go to buy my official Mandalorian merch, go to my link tree on TikTok, and it'll take you to a different screen saying, "Hey, you're opening up, a different browser." Just say "Open" anyway, and then you'll scroll all the way to the top, and at the very top, you'll see a link that says Etsy shop, Clan of Two. Yeah, Clan of Two. So you'll click on that. That's my Etsy shop, and then that's where you guys can go and purchase my merch. So if you want to get one of my On the Bounty List t-shirts, or if you want to get the Bounty Bundle, for instance, which basically includes the t-shirt, you get 2 Wizard Mandalorian stickers, and you also get the you get the Bounty in my bag tote, which is really cool. And if you guys want me to sign something, I definitely can do that for you. I shared the live video. Hey, thanks, man. So yeah, TikTok people, go to my link tree. That's where you can find my merch. We have English tomorrow. What? Oh, you're British. Nice. And by the way, I ship international. So if you're in UK or Australia or wherever you are in the galaxy, it doesn't matter. You guys can buy the merch. I will ship it to you. So this is available to all of you guys. I know when we first opened the store, I wasn't doing international, but now we are. So it is available to all of my friends across the galaxy. Yo, German guy, I hope y'all lose. What? What in the world? Is this referring to sports? What in the world? Anyway, my YouTube chat. Am I on the bounty list? Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Ukraine is cooler, my God. So anyway, guys, yes, go buy merch. That'd be great. I would love to make some sales today and ship some stuff off to a lot of you. What did you use for the visor in your helmet? Great question. So for the visor that I have in my helmet, honestly, you can, if you just Google Mandalorian visor, you can find some offline, either on Etsy or wherever. And there's different sellers that sell, ones that are already cut out, pre-made, and then you can just grab that. What I do to attach it, for mine, I just do Velcro. Pretty much for a lot of the pieces of the attachment of my suit, which is another video I'm going to do soon, by the way, because that's a question that I get asked quite a bit is, how do they make, the Mandalorian cosplay? So I'd love to give you guys all the nitty-gritty details revolving that. But yeah, if you search online, you can find visors that are already pre-made. You just buy it and figure out how to best install it, for yourself. So yeah, there you go. I hope I answered your question sufficiently. Cool. So other than that, yes, please, guys, go buy merch. TikTok, go to the link tree, click on the link that says Etsy shop, Clan of Two. Go get you some of my merch. If you're buying today, I will ship out to you tomorrow, I promise. So make sure you guys go and buy some stuff. That would be great. You can get a sticker. You can get the t-shirts are really cool. Everything in the store is really cool. So it would be really nice. That's another way that you guys can support what I do. Definitely helps me out and supports the channel. And all of my TikTok friends, please, those of you who are watching, I stress this again. Definitely come over now to the YouTube channel and subscribe. I am live over there right now. So I would love to see some new faces. And yeah, the goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers this year on YouTube. So, but I need you guys' help, TikTok, to get there for sure. So please, definitely come over, subscribe. That would be great. Yeah, especially if you're already surfing on YouTube often. I would love to see you over there. So please, definitely get over here and subscribe. Okay, so aside from that, let's see other things to talk about. We have a lot, actually. There's a lot to talk about. Friday, I may do Fortnite Friday again. Actually, not may, I will. We'll do Fortnite Friday this Friday. I'll be playing with the Boba Fett skin. So if you guys want to play Fortnite with me on Friday, just make sure you shoot me your friend code. I'll share that Friday so you guys can see it. And then if you guys want to play Fortnite with me, that'll be great. That'll be really fun. And Saturday, we may do some Fortnite again or some type of Star Wars gaming, something. We'll figure it out. So, other than that, let's jump right into the nitty gritty. I have a lot of fun stuff to share with you guys today. Now, the biggest news, one of the biggest things that took me by surprise is, are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready? Okay, Shark Boy, you said you got to go. Hey, man, take care. Thank you for being here. You're on my bounty list. I'm on your bounty list? Well, good luck. Okay, yay, I'm Fortnite Friday with Mando. Yes, I'll be in suit. I promise. It'll be fun. So let me share my screen really quick, guys. I have...
Dear homeowners, don't get scammed into these ridiculous $0 upfront solar programs.
Let me skip through this.
What's going on, guys? So,
all right, we're gonna
anyway, Star Wars.
Right there, boom, so you can see my full face and everything. But I want you guys to go check that video out. That would be great. I would really appreciate it. Main reason is we have a Mandalorian comic book coming to us in November. So this is not a drill. This is in all seriousness. Yeah, I'm not joking around. Like, there's an actual Mandalorian comic book that's coming to us from Marvel in November. And I first seen it posted on Twitter. If you guys don't, definitely go and check this video out. It's on my channel now. I would love for you guys to check that out after the stream. But, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit about it here. And I mean, I have been talking about a Mandalorian comic book, you know, hoping that, you know, Lucasfilm and Marvel would do something, you know, in terms of the Mandalorian within comics. And now it's actually happening. It's official. So in November, we're actually getting a Mandalorian comic book, and it's tackling events pretty much happening in season 1 of the Mandalorian. So I'll tell you that much without going too deep into everything, because I want you guys to go watch that video. So everyone in both streams, TikTok, YouTube, if you guys can, please definitely go and check that video out. After this stream, that would be great. Go give it a like, give it some love, drop a comment on that video. It's the newest one that's up today. It's about the Mandalorian comic book, Volume 1. So we know that there's going to be more after that, which is really cool. Now, I'm just going to talk about that now and just say go check out the full video that I have on my channel. That way we can get the full scoop. But this just took me by surprise. I was, you know, surfing through my Twitter. By the way, if you guys are on Twitter, follow me. I need some friends. I'm _ Datalorian_. That's my name on Twitter. Datalorian. But _ Datalorian_. All right. So if you're on Twitter, go check me out. That'd be great. I'd love to see some familiar faces, you know, over there. For those who do use Twitter, that would be great. Yeah, no Erica today. Hope she's doing good, but I'm sure she'll pop in, maybe at some point. We wish her the best, but I hope she does come back. She always brightens up the chat. So yes, go check that video out. Go give it some love. Give it a thumbs up for me, please. That would definitely help. And drop a comment on that video. Let me know what you guys think about the Mandalorian comic book that's coming to us in November. So that is up on my channel. Go check it out. And again, I'm going to reiterate this a few times throughout the stream. If you're watching on TikTok, please come over and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Definitely helps me out a ton. So anyway, we have a Mandalorian comic book coming to us. And what I want to talk about is, I'm probably going to talk about this a couple times, but I'll just say it now. One of the things I used to do quite a bit on my channel, this is back in the day when I was doing like other Power Ranger content and Power Ranger comic book reviews, but I'm going to make sure that I do a comic book, maybe not necessarily review, but kind of an audio review or audio reading, so to speak, for this Mandalorian comic book. I feel like I want it to be special. You know what I mean? Like, this is my thing that I'm so excited for, and I want you guys to, any parts that have the Mandalorian, I'll make sure I do kind of the voiceover, for the audio comic. So that's going to be on my channel on YouTube. And I just thought, I've been wanting to do more comic book stuff, and now is the time. So I'm excited for that, and I hope you guys are excited for this. So when the comic does come out, I'm gonna make sure that I do an audio comic version where I'm doing like voiceover as the Mandalorian as we're reading through parts of the book. So just know that's going to be coming to you as well, which I'm super super excited for. So go watch that video that I have up on the channel after the stream. Leave a comment, drop a like, because it's gonna be freaking cool, man. So, other than that, as far as other comic book stuff too, one other thing I wanted to mention is a project I'm actually going to start today. It's going to be a little lengthy. I'm not going to have it up, you know, yeah, it's going to take me like maybe a week or so, to really give you guys the best quality that I can give. But I don't know if any of you guys have read Boba Fett Blood Ties. This is a Legends graphic novel that has to do with Boba Fett. Anything Boba, Mando, I'm going to try to bring more of that in terms of comics here to the channel on YouTube. So I'm also going to break that up into 4 segments and also one longer video. But doing an audio comic version of that with my commentary, kind of reading through and just breaking the comic down. So I won't read it word for word, but just know that that's coming to the channel as well here very soon, working on Boba Fett Blood Ties. So if you have not read it, well, get ready. I'm going to bring that to the channel here on YouTube. If you have read it, well, hey, you'll get to hear my perspective on it. I know it's not a new graphic novel, it's not a new comic, but my perspective will be fresh, and I'm excited to bring that to the table. So that's going to be coming to the channel. Can't wait to share that with all of you. Hello, it's me, Glitzier0. Oh, what's up, man? Thanks for coming to the channel. I appreciate that. I hope you're subscribed. I really do. This is the way. Mendo, who is your favorite Power Ranger? The Green Ranger. Dragonzor! Can you tell? I've watched a lot of Power Rangers, and I still actually have like some old Power Ranger cosplay stuff, but it's kind of just in the collection now. But yeah, I love Tommy. Tommy's the best. Yeah, Blood Ties, audio comic stuff is going to be coming to the channel. I'm very excited for that, and I'm still blown away that we have a Mandalorian comic book. Like, guys, it's not a drill. And if you don't believe me, actually, yeah, you can go to like Amazon and you can go pre-order the comic book now. So if you want to grab it and get your pre-order, just so you can have it in lock on Amazon, you can literally go and pre-order this comic that's coming out in November. So I'm very, very excited. It's going to be great. Where did you get that costume? Great question. Parts of my cosplay were 3D printed, such as like the shoulder pads, the helmet, back pieces on my glove. Some pieces that are on the belt were 3D printed, but like the chest armor, the thigh armor, the jetpack, I made all of that stuff with, PVA foam and other scraps, that I found at like the thrift store, like the undersuit, I had to do all of that stuff on my own. So, my suit is definitely more, you have some of the 3D printed stuff, you have some pattern stuff, but then there's some things that, I just kind of eyeballed and did on my own. I wasn't trying to be 501st accurate, just, wanted to do something fun for myself, and so far, so good. It seems like you guys are liking it, seems like you guys appreciate it, and so do I, and that's what matters most. So, but anyway, to answer your question, that's what I did for my cosplay. Yes, I has a long time. My first account on TikTok was Death Commentary. I think I remember that name. I do remember that name. Red Changer 1. What Power Ranger would the Mandalorian be? I don't know. Probably like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Probably like I would figure he'd be the who's the guy that was in Lost Galaxy? Like he was kind of a Power Ranger, but he wasn't. He's kind of like the Sixth Ranger. He had like the horns. I feel like Mando would probably be like something like that guy. I don't know for some reason. Um, I know who the character's name is, and I'm just blanking out on him. I'm subscribed as well, dude. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's Joel. Joel, how? This is the way. I work for Subway. Nice. Making fresh sandwiches for people. I love that, dude. Um, so, all right. So let's go ahead and jump into other tables of discussion, guys. I'm so ecstatic over this Mandalorian comic book stuff. It's insane. I can't believe that we're actually getting a Mandalorian comic. It's going to be insane. So anyway, I can't wait to bring the audio version of that to the my channel here on YouTube. Again, TikTok, make sure you guys are subscribed if you have not already, because there's a lot of good stuff that I'm dishing out now and that I will be here in the near future on the YouTube channel. And I don't want for you to miss out on it. So definitely be sure you're subscribed so you see it all. This is the way. Now, let's talk about the book of Boba Fett. There's some things that I've kind of wanted to address, and this is just, it's kind of like if I were to have any creative input into the book of Boba Fett, here's some things that I would have done or added or changed or done differently if it was me. And this is something I've kind of touched on before, but this will be a little more elaborate, so buckle up. I think it'll be a fun discussion. This is not bashing the book of Boba Fett, because I'm actually glad and happy with what we have. But if it were me, if there were things that I would have done if I were in the creative chair, these are some things that I would have added in, as far as the vision. But let me check on comments first. I was the guy who was going to make a Sith cosplay with the Sith girl that was a bounty hunter one time in the Clone Wars helmet. What now? You're going to make a Sith cosplay? It's Darth Maul. Where do you see Darth Maul? There is no Darth Maul here. I'm the Mandalorian. Okay, so let's jump right into pieces of my discussion. But I keep getting questions from you guys. Do I need to take a moment to do Q&A? You guys need to get some Q&A out. I feel like there's a lot of questions that keep coming out. So if you have questions, go ahead and drop them. Here's a question now. What is your favorite movie? Oh man, that's too hard to answer. That's a really difficult question to answer, because it's kind of like asking, like, what's your favorite food? But it's like, I don't know, it just depends on the day. You know what I mean? Like, what are you in the mood for, kind of a thing. And that's kind of how I am with music. That's kind of how I am with movies and food. It's like I have many favorites, but it also can vary throughout the day, or month, whatever. But I mean, I do, obviously Star Wars is, up there, for me, as far as that love for a movie, franchise. Yeah, I have so many that it's kind of impossible to clearly answer that question. So yeah, that's a tough one for me because I have so many. All right, we have another question. German Empire says, "Gotta go. Bye, bye, buddy." What is this comment? Says, "I actually just looked on Amazon. The book is $13.95 plus tax and shipping." Yeah, I already did my pre-order. I'm not missing out on that. Obviously, I'm going to be one of the first people to have it, and I'm going to get that review or audio kind of overview out to you guys on my channel when the book does come out. So it's going to be great. So yeah, make sure you guys go get your pre-order for the Mandalorian comic book, Volume 1. Comes out in November, and I'm still ecstatic that that's happening. If you guys have been following me for a while, I've been talking about Mandalorian comic book stuff for the longest, and I can't believe. And I'm like, it makes me wonder, like, hey, is Lucasfilm? Does anyone at Marvel or Disney ever watch any of my streams? Is someone here where they're like, hey, this guy's onto something? We should do that. I feel like I'm not I'm influential, but maybe not to the level where they've seen my stuff quite yet. But who knows? You just never know, man. They may have seen something and they're like, "Hey, that's a great idea. Let's do it." Um, but I mean, hey, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. So they probably have already had it in the plans, and now it's just getting announced, and I'm super pumped for it. Uh, let's see. Next question: do you think Mando should get his movie? No, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I don't want the Mandalorian to have a movie. It's because I think if you think about the show alone, like Mandalorian season 1, season 2, all of the episodes and hours that you get to spend in each episode throughout each season is almost equivalent or more than a trilogy itself, right? Think about that. Like one movie, right, is about an hour to 2 hours, maybe, right? And you think about every episode of The Mandalorian, they're fairly episodic. So, you have a 40-minute to 50-minute, episode, in each chapter of The Mandalorian from season 1 to season 2. That's like almost over, two trilogies itself. You know what I mean? So you get to spend a lot of time invested, and you get to take your time, with those characters in the TV shows like the Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, everything Star Wars that's coming to Disney Plus. You get to take more time to flesh stories out and to spend with those characters. Versus if you do, a feature film, well, you have a specific time limit to tell your story and wrap it up. Unless you're doing the trilogy, you know what I mean? But again, I would much rather a season, and multiple seasons of The Mandalorian than just a movie, because I get to spend more time, invested in that world and with this character and the other characters that are attached. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I would much prefer the show than I would a movie. That's just me. If we're getting a movie, what would be cool is like an animated film about, Tar Vizsla, who was the first Mandalorian Jedi. He was force sensitive and he created the dark saber. So seeing a movie about him, like an animated thing or something, that would be amazing. I would be all for that. I think that would be great. Something outside of Din Djarin or the time frame of the Mandalorian. I think that would be great. Um, and animated, I would love that. So that's my take on that. Um, Next question. I was gonna make a Sith cosplay with Asajj Ventress of the Bounty Hunter. Ooh, that would have been really cool. I like that. Anything Clone Wars vibes, I'm all about that. That sounds really fun. Um, so next question: what are you expecting to happen in the comic? Well, I can tell you this much. So, and it's funny because I feel like, is somebody at Lucasfilm and Marvel listening to my videos? Because you know what I said? There's a video that I recently did. I think it came out last week. You guys can go and check. Go look at my channel. You'll see I'm not lying. I'm not. I can't make this stuff up. So go look at my channel. I did a video talking about Mandalorian comic books, right? Like if they were to do one, this is how I think they should do it. And this is what I said. I said it would be really cool if they did a thing where it was focusing on, events in like maybe season 1 or before that, where like you see how Din Djarin got his armor, you see how he trained. He became a Mandalorian foundling as a child, but what was that training like to become a Mandalorian once he took the creed? So seeing some of those origin moments for him in his training, and then having, the issue or, the entire series end where season 1, episode 1 starts, having it end at that point where like, hey, this is just catching you up on more of his personal life, and what happens after that. The rest is history, so to speak. Um, so that's what I said in my video. You guys can go and check. You can see I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. And then this is what we know so far about the comic. It's going to take place during the time frame of season 1 of The Mandalorian. Um, So there's probably going to be a lot of, off-screen things that, we'll probably see. We know it's going to be, we know we're going to see Grogu, and we know it's focusing on there'll be some familiar things that you'll see. But again, I think you're going to get a lot of other little events that have happened off screen that is like, oh, there's a lot of other things that you can wiggle in there, maybe even other characters, and familiar characters as well. So I think you're going to see some familiar faces return for sure. But, again, you're going to get that off screen perspective of other things that happened, in season one that I think are going to be really enlightening. And that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. It's a great question. Next question, dude. I love the Q&A today. This is great. Where would Mando be right now if he came to Earth? Would he get McDonald's or Domino's? Would the Mandalorian get McDonald's or Domino's? He'd probably go for Domino's as like a cheat meal. He's probably trying to stay away from McDonald's for sure. But I mean, if anything, he'd probably go to like In-N-Out. He'd be like, that's way better. If I'm gonna settle for a burger anywhere, I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. You know what I mean? And I don't care if you guys don't think it's that great. I would go to In-N-Out first. So that's what I would say. Great question. Okay, next question. I was that guy that was going to make a Sith cosplay. Okay, I've read that one before. Why do you keep telling me that? That makes a lot of sense. Good. You got to go. Hey, no worries. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate your questions. You know how he had the flashbacks? What if it fills all the gaps in those flashbacks, and we get to put together his life? I think that's probably a lot of what we'll get. Some flashbacks for sure. Again, I think it would be really cool to see some of those training moments. Imagine seeing like a teenage Din Djarin, training with Death Watch Mandalorians. And, he's become of age because once you're taken in as a foundling. So if you guys don't know this, for those who are unclear about how a Mandalorian foundling works. And hey, there's Erica. Everybody shout her out. What's up, Erica? Good to see you. We all missed you. We were wondering where you were. Good to see you, my friend. But anyway, if you guys don't understand how being a foundling, a Mandalorian foundling works. So if you're taken in under the wing of a Mandalorian, you become a foundling. You're pretty much like their child. You're their responsibility. And once you become of age, you get to make the choice if you want to take the creed, and therefore you're kind of sworn into that lifestyle and religion of being a Mandalorian, or you can go off and do your own thing. You don't have to, stay with the clan that took you under. So obviously we know that Din Djarin, he was a Mandalorian foundling. He was taken in under Death Watch Mandalorians when his home on Akvetna and his parents were killed, right? So I think it would be really cool to get some flashback moments of him a little bit older, but like a teenager or young adult, where he first got his armor, he first took the creed, and we kind of see what his training was like, and then have that lead into bigger moments later down the road into season one. You know what I mean? I think that would be really cool. That's something that I mentioned before. I'm saying it again, but I really hope that that's part of what we get. I think that would be really cool. So, and Erica, again, good to see you, my friend. Next question. Imagine in Mandalorian Season 3, Mando finds his parents alive and rethinks his Mandalorian life. I mean, that would be crazy, but not likely, because everyone on Akvetna, was straight up murked. They were killed by separatist battle droids. But I mean, that would be an interesting idea for sure. But all of the people that live there, except as far as we know, as far as Din Djarin, he was the only one that was taken alive. He was rescued by Mandalorian, Death Watch Mandalorians. So everyone else is on this planet, they got straight up murked by the separatist battle droids. But that would be an interesting idea for sure. My mom is still in the hospital, but she is okay. Good, Erica. I'm glad your mom's doing well. Everyone, send positive vibes of the Force over to Erica. Hopes, prayers. Hope you're doing well. But glad your mom is doing much better. So good to see you here in the chat, my friend. Yeah, everyone was like asking, "Where's Erica? Where's Erica?" I got my usuals here in the chat, man. I love that. So, yeah, any other questions you guys have, let me know. That will be cool and shocking. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, right? Did you like the ramen? Do you like ramen? What do I look like? I'm in high school or college. Um, I have a wife, and also my mother-in-law's in town, and I get full cooked meals. So I don't have to worry about ramen noodles. That's beyond me. That's beneath me. Um, um, so yeah, man, I'm as you guys can tell, I'm very excited for this Mandalorian comic book, and it sounds like you guys are too. So just know, I'm gonna have a lot more Star Wars comic book stuff coming to the channel here very, very soon. Even before this Mandalorian comic book comes out, I've got some Boba Fett stuff that's gonna be coming to the channel. So please make sure you guys are subscribed on TikTok. Everyone that's here, stay engaged. Go and watch that stuff. There's a lot of good stuff that I'm going to bring, and that I already have that's here on the YouTube channel as well. We got more questions. So, what does this question say? Where would Mando take Grogu on Earth? He'd probably take him to Nicola Play. Yeah. You guys ever been to Nicola Play? You just take him to an arcade. You take him to an arcade, and they go eat nachos, and then they would fly away. That's what I would say. We go to an arcade. Great question. I'm just waiting for her surgery. I see. Yeah, I hope your mom gets better. Seriously. And I hope you guys know. That's why I like reading through all of these comments. I'm grateful for like all the engagement and to see the growth on the channel. Like that's great. But I'm a guy that never gets too caught up in just the numbers alone. I care about the people that are connected, the community that I have, and I do care about you guys' well-being. So when I hear things about your family, your personal life, if I don't see you guys in a while, in the chat, in your usual that's always popping in, just know I'm always thinking about you guys. I'm always sending positive vibes, and I care. I care about my community. So I'm glad to see you're doing well, Erica. We wish you and your family the best. Where's the first place? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I figured that's why you've been a little MIA. But hey, you got to take care of yourself and your family. That's what's most important. Here's another question. Do you have any Mando Lego or action figures or pops? Yes, I have a wall full of Star Wars Funko Pops. I'm a huge Funko Pop collector for Star Wars. And I do have some Lego Star Wars stuff as well. By the way, we're going to be streaming the Lego Skywalker Saga here on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you don't miss those streams. Because I'm telling you, boys and girls, next month, that's literally all we're going to be playing. No more Fortnite for a while. When that game comes out, I'm forewarning you, there will be no more Fortnite for a long time. Because it's all about Skywalker Saga when it comes out. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Next question. Would Mando join the Jedi cult to learn to use the Darksaber or learn by himself? He wouldn't need to learn. He wouldn't need to join the Jedi at all. There's no reason for that. Best example I can give you is Star Wars Rebels. During the trials of the Darksaber, if you guys remember, Sabine Wren, she's the she was the Mandalorian in that group, and she had the Darksaber, and she was learning how to use it and was struggling with it as well. But it was Kanan Jarrus, the Jedi, that kind of helped her to kind of train and connect to the saber. But It was just about connecting, to the saber itself, learning about the history and making it more personal for her. But she didn't have to lose who she was and join, you know, forsake being a Mandalorian to do that. It was just learning to really connect with the saber, because it's like the saber itself is alive and it has power. Um, so that was what was most interesting about it. So yeah, he wouldn't have to forsake being a Mandalorian to learn how to train and use it. I think he just needs someone to come along, such as Sabine, who's been through that, or even Luke, for instance, who could probably better help him learn how to train and connect on a deeper level to really master using the dark saber. So I hope we'll see more of that in season 3. I'm sure we will. Um, Guys, you guys are killing it with the questions today. I love it. I am gonna watch the Skywalker Saga. Nice. You're talking about my stream? I'm going to be streaming it here on the channel, so make sure you guys are subscribed. TikTok. It's gonna be great. Baby Luke. Oh, you said maybe Luke can teach Mando lightsaber fighting styles. Yeah, I think that's something that we all kind of want to see in season 3. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sure that that's something that's going to definitely be coming in Mando season 3, and I'm all for it. I'm looking forward to it. So I think it's going to be really great, man. I can't wait. What other questions we got? All right, I got another question. This one's about a lightsaber. If you can make a lightsaber in your style, how would you make it? It would have Beskar on it. It would have the Mudhorn symbol, and it would be orange. I kind of already have that in a sense. There's one thing made for the Mandalorian. It's kind of cool. You guys have probably seen me do some videos with it on TikTok, but I think an orange saber would be kind of cool. And that's the kind of the color I use in general whenever I'm playing with mine. So anyway. So, all right, let me talk about, we've done a little bit of Q&A. That's been great. If you guys have other questions, just keep them coming. I'm going to start talking about my whole spill for the Book of Boba Fett. So if you guys have other really important questions here in the chat on YouTube, if you're wanting to get my attention, just remember you guys can always pay for supers. So that puts you right at the top here in the chat. So if you want to, that's a cool way you can support the channel too. So if you want to drop a super, if there's something super important, see what I did there, that you want to say as I'm rambling on, that'll pop up if I'm just rambling on too much. And I can definitely see it firsthand if the chat is going a little too fast. All right, so I'm going to start talking about the Book of Boba Fett. Also, another thing, memberships, they've been live here on the channel. So if you guys have been a subscriber of mine on YouTube for quite a while and you want to take that next step, consider being a member. Join the channel as a member. That's a cool way you can support what I do. But subscribing to my YouTube channel is absolutely free, obviously. But if you want to become a channel member, there are other perks that come with that. And make sure you guys read through those so you can see what's most fitting for you. So that would be really, really cool. Check those out. Memberships are live. All right, so one of the other things, I just wanted to touch on some stuff about the Book of Boba Fett. I wrote down some notes, but Q&A has been killing it. You guys have been great. I just love chatting with you guys. It's been really fun. So anyway, if I were directing the Book of Boba Fett, these are some of the things I would have done differently, or some of the things that I would have added to the show. So number one, I would keep most of the aspects of episode 1 and 2. I actually liked seeing him crawl out of the, Sarlacc pit. I liked that it was him that got himself out. If you know anything like in Legends, Dengar was actually the one that helped him and kind of nursed him, back into health, so to speak. But I like the fact that it was just Boba that figured out, how to get out of the Sarlacc pit. So I would keep that. I would keep the aspects of the Tuskens. I thought that was still cool, in my opinion. I thought it was really cool. And, metaphoric as well. So I wouldn't, really change that. I think the Tuskens were actually pretty cool, in my opinion. So one of the other things one thing I would get rid of, I do have to say this, is the biker gang. I just feel like they were out of place. To me, that's not dissing those actors or anything. I just feel like the whole biker gang thing, they just felt a little out of place to me. So I would get rid of that, scrap that completely. With I would replace that with maybe some younger bounty hunters. You know that essentially with Boba Fett being the new crime boss, as he calls himself, he's taking Jabba's old position. Well, Jabba always had bounty hunters working for him, or other sleazeballs, whatever you want to call it. And I would want to see more of that. I would want to see some younger bounty hunters, kind of under, Boba Fett, that are now working for him, since he's not really a bounty hunter anymore. He's the crime lord. He's the crime boss. So I would scrap out the biker gang, make some cool new bounty hunters that are now kind of working under, Boba Fett. In a sense, you kind of got a little bit of that with like Crescent and, obviously Fennec Shan being his right hand, and yeah, the biker game was there, but I still feel like maybe some other younger bounty hunters would have been kind of cool, to see. So that's just one idea, one little thing that I would have changed. I One thing I would keep is the Mandalorian episode. I think that was great. I thought that was a unexpected turn of events. But what I would change with it is the episode that followed. So seeing Luke Skywalker and Grogu, I would have kept that out of the show completely and had that happen off screen. So in that episode at the end of what was it, chapter 5 of the Book of Boba Fett, you knew that Din Djarin was going to go find Luke and go try to see Grogu, right? So I would keep that episode just as it was, but everything that happened after that would be like off screen. So the next episode it would be like, oh, Din Djarin, he's just coming back from visiting, Grogu, and we'll figure out how that visit went in the Mandalorian season 3. But everything that happened with Luke and Grogu, I would just take that out of the Book of Boba Fett and just keep that kind of going into Mendo season 3. That's one thing that I talked about before, and that's one thing I probably would have changed, where I just feel like I wanted more intentional focus on Boba Fett. Even though I love the show and I feel like it was just amazing Star Wars content, but this is just me saying, if I were the director, this buckethead behind the camera making decisions, that's one thing that I would have done differently. But I mean, it still worked out. It was still cool, but that's just one thing that I would have done. Aside from that, the old gang, I would bring back some of the older, bounty hunters. And I think this is kind of a thing that a lot of us kind of predicted or were hoping that they would do in the Book of Boba Fett, and that's bring back like Dengar or Bosk or a Singh, or maybe a different IG unit. Even though I know we got to see some of that in like the Mandalorian, like IG-11, that was a cool bounty droid. But again, I think seeing some of the older bounty hunters. Not to say that Boba Fett was ever friends with those bounty hunters, but again, I still think it would have been kind of cool to see them reprise their roles and being on screen, and maybe there's some friction between all of them who are wanting to take over Jabba's palace, and still have that aspect of Boba having to prove himself as being this new crime boss. That could have been kind of cool as well. But either way, I still feel like seeing Bosk and some of the older bounty hunters would have been kind of cool. So I would have brought that element in. Even if it was Krait's Claw. Krait's Claw was Boba Fett's old bounty hunter crew. Just seeing some of that implemented into the show, I thought would have been kind of cool. Like a fun little callback. So it is what it is. But that's one other thing that I would have added that I thought would have been kind of fun for the show. Lastly, the last thing that I would add or have changed for the Book of Boba Fett would be shadiness. Now, I don't know who, like, if you guys, anyone here has watched the Netflix, it's now on Disney Plus, but the Daredevil show. right? So if you've seen Daredevil and you've seen Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin, you know how he presents himself as like this clean, well-mannered businessman who's almost very likable. You know, like you want to believe him. You want to kind of be on his side at first, but you know, like he could switch in just a minute. Like he's that nice business guy who's for the people, running for mayor, but you know, in a back alley, he's smashing some dude's head into a car door. You know, until it looks like applesauce. You know, I kind of wanted to see something like that from Boba Fett, which I was like a little bit of shadiness to where, you know, he's, you know, this changed guy. He's not who he used to be, but at any minute, he's quick to pull that trigger. You know what I mean? I wanted to see just a little bit more of that edge to his character, and I guess kind of more of that, you know, kind of mysteriousness would have been fun. So those are some things that I would have changed. Now, a part of that is also understanding who Boba Fett is and who he's not. You know, he's a bounty hunter. He's always kind of had a code, you know, and kind of being loyal. But at the same time, you know, I think Boba Fett himself has never been kind of just this sleazeball. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, it's also understanding who he is and who he's not. Um, but I still feel like that element of surprise, that element of, you know, quietness, but also he's reserved, but you know, he could flip any second. I still wanted to see a little bit more of that, you know, and I understand his character. I understand that, you know, again, he's not a sleazeball, but if he's calling himself a crime boss, I want to see more of that, if that makes sense. So, you know, here's hoping for season 2. I've heard some rumors out there that we're going to get a season 2 for the Book of Boba Fett. So, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. We should be seeing a little bit more of that. And I'm hoping that they adapt some of those concepts into the season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. So, anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Those are things I've talked about, I know, before, but it's some stuff I just kind of wanted to reiterate. Since it's Mando Monday, we're talking about Buckethead stuff. All right, we got some more Q&A before we close out. Red, that is a good idea, but I don't think they are in different times. What now? Oh, I missed the comment. Okay. So imagine if Omega had to fight Boba because Clone Force 99 had to break in his home. Well, you know, thank you for saying that, because I actually think I have that in my list of things to talk about today. I think that's one thing that would have been kind of cool that they still could do in season 2 is bringing in Omega, but differently. You know, I want to see her as like a bounty hunter, you know, and maybe she's wearing Mandalorian armor or clone armor or something, you know, and we figure out like that's what she grows into be, like that's who she grows up to be. And then whenever you watch the Bad Batch, it's kind of a sweet callback because you see like this is who Omega is now, but you already know what she's going to turn out to be, which is kind of cool. Whatever that would be, but some type of bounty hunter of some sense. I think that would be really cool. And maybe she's working under Boba's wing, connected to him in some capacity. I don't know. But I think that would be cool. Maybe that's a, you know, aspect that they can bring in season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. So here's hoping. We'll see what happens. Do you like ice cream? I do. Do you like Boba Fett? Yeah, Boba Fett's pretty cool. I've been talking about him for like the last 20 minutes, I feel like. So yeah, I think that's a juicy idea, man. I think that's a really juicy idea. I would love to see Omega implemented into the Book of Boba Fett. I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it as far as what we're talking about today. You guys can sound off in the comments. If you have questions, now is Q&A time. So if you got questions, go ahead and drop them, and I will answer them. If you want to send in supers, that always supports the channel. Or if you want to really get your question right up there at the top, go ahead and drop it in. Supers are always encouraged on YouTube, so I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. I will find Baby Yoda and take him lies, he will force choke you. So good luck trying. Um, Grogu was punched and punched, and then you remember what happened to that, stormtrooper that punched him. He's not punching anything anymore. Um, that is for darn sure. Dank Ferric. Um, so yeah, guys, I got a few videos up on the YouTube channel that I really want you guys to go and check out. So please go over there and give them some love. Leave a comment, drop a like. That would be great. All of my TikTok people right now, yes, I'm talking to you. Please, that definitely helps me out so much more than you know. Um, please come subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm live there right now. Our goal is to get to 10K this year, but I need you guys' help to do it. So definitely come on over and subscribe. That would be great. We have reached a lot of milestones, and it's all because of you guys. You guys are amazing. So definitely, please come subscribe to the channel. I can't wait to see more of you guys over here and involved in the chat. I really hope this is a good time to go live. I kind of like going live a little bit earlier. I usually go live like directly at 2. But I went, live an hour earlier, which is kind of cool. Bananas. What? Okay, we got other questions that I'm missing. How is my favorite Mandalorian today? Totally not the only one. I know. I'm doing great. I'm doing very great. Thank you for asking. And I'm pumped up because we have an official Marvel Mandalorian comic book coming to us in November. It is available for you guys to go pre-order. I have already talked about it. I made a video on YouTube. I want you guys to go and check it out. It's this video right here. So please go over there, go give that video some love. Drop a like, drop a comment. So that's up on my channel right now. So please go and check that video out. And I want to hear from you guys. So let me know what you think about this. I go into full detail, tell you guys everything. I even dropped a link in that video where you guys can click on it and go make your pre-order for the comic, which is really, really cool. Can you notice me and my dog? What is his name? What is that, Frodo? I noticed you. And hello. And happy Mando Monday. This is the way. And hey, all of my TikTok people, please notice me and go to my YouTube channel. That would be great. I want you guys to go subscribe. Our goal is 10K. We are pushing to 10K subscribers this year. So I need your help. Yes, you. So if you ever find yourself on YouTube, you can go do that for me now. That would be amazing. Go and subscribe. My YouTube channel is Mandalorian. If you guys want, we could do that now really quick. I could just show you guys my live subscriber stuff, and it'd be great. You guys can come over and subscribe. You can see it all, man. So let me grab my phone really quick, bring you guys just a tad bit closer. Not too close for comfort, but I just want you guys to get in on this. It looks like we got a few of you guys that have come over to the channel. That's great. I love that. We want more. So here it is, man. Let's see. Hopefully I don't mess up the stream here on TikTok. I'm just trying to switch the thing around, and I feel like, what the heck am I doing? Where's the camera thingamabobby? What am I doing? Where's the thing? Like where you can switch the camera? I don't see it. I'm losing my mind. Guys, like, what in the what? Where is that? Oh, maybe it's in tools. Maybe it's in tools. I think I see. So, like, I have to click on... No, I don't know. Anyway. So you see that right there? We're at 6,736. My YouTube name, Mandalorian. Hopefully you guys can see that well. Get on over there and go subscribe. I'm live on YouTube. So definitely go and check that out. That would be great, guys. Whenever you guys go and subscribe, the screen updates live. What I'll probably do is go live again later here on TikTok to try and encourage more of that. So I want to see more faces over there on the YouTube, man, for sure. So make sure you guys come over and subscribe. That would be great. Go give that video some love that I've been talking about the Mandalorian comic. That is up on my YouTube channel. So I want to see all of you. Go drop a comment. Go drop a like on that video right after this because we're almost done. Who could take Mando in a fight in the MCU? Probably a lot of people, but Mando's also clever. I feel like he's almost equivalent to Batman, where he doesn't necessarily have superpowers or anything like that. He doesn't have the Force, but he's always 10 steps ahead of his opponent, and I think that's one thing that gives him such an advantage. Plus his technology, so he could definitely hold his own for sure. Would he get his butt handed to him by some MCU characters? Absolutely, but if you look at it from that perspective of like Batman and just kind of the brains mixed with the brawn and technology, I think he could definitely hold his own against a lot of people for sure. So that is my opinion. What do you think will happen if Omega does come into the book of Boba Fett? I think it would be a nice, sweet callback to Django. It would answer a lot of questions like, did Omega ever know of Boba? Did she ever meet Boba? Do they have some type of connection? But overall, I just think it would be a cool foreshadowing thing to kind of see what she grows into, if she survives, which I'm sure she will. But I would love to see what becomes of her. And that kind of makes, the Bad Batch that much more exciting because you see this innocent kid, but what she's going to grow into. Similar to Anakin, in a sense, when you watch the prequels, it's like you see young Anakin from, Phantom Menace, you see that little kid, but the shadow, for instance, that he grows up to be. But, very opposite with Omega. I would see her growing into being like a cool, badass bounty hunter or something. I think would be really cool, or some type of soldier for the rebellion. So I look forward to it. I really do look forward to seeing something of that degree. I know Batman's not Marvel, but it's more so like the comparison. When I think of Din Djarin, I would say he's like equivalent. He's like the Star Wars version of Batman. If you think about it, they're both, the brooding, silent characters. They're always 10 steps ahead of their opponent. They both have a child for a sidekick. And they both have badass suits and technology. And they wear capes. And they both have cool rides. Told you, he's Space Batman. I'm not lying. It's the truth. So what team... All these questions. What team would Mando join if Mando got stuck in the MCU? What team? Probably the Avengers. I don't know. Actually, no. I don't think he would join the Avengers. He'd probably join, like, the Defenders. Like, with Punisher and Daredevil and them. I can see that. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Go watch that video I have right up here. That's talking about the Mandalorian comic. Same for you, all my folks on TikTok. Head over to YouTube. Go watch that video that I recently posted. And drop a like. Go drop a comment and let me know what you think. Please go subscribe. That would be amazing. I probably will be live again later on YouTube doing some, on TikTok, sorry. I'll be live on TikTok later doing more YouTube promotion. So come hang out for that. That's going to be really fun. And I will see you all then. This has been a great stream. You guys have asked tons of great questions. And I will see you on Wednesday for another midweek stream in the Star Wars waiting room with my buddy Yandura. We'll see you all then.